about to record for you a very short summary recap of our Improvers Solo Viennese Waltz routine number 1. So Viennese Waltz, we had only done one little lesson on it in the beginners. It was found to be a little bit too challenging for people that were absolute beginners, so we decided to pause that and add the Viennese Waltz into our Improvers video section. Now this means that whilst we're improvers and we've been dancing a bit longer and we're hoping that we can pick things up more quickly, we hadn't tackled the Viennese Waltz. It's a challenging dance, so that in mind, we spent a little bit of time on Viennese Waltz exercises on the 10th of January 2022. So if you're looking for the full classes in the playlist, check out 10th of January 2022, lots of Viennese Waltz exercises, entry exercises. We then worked on the 14th of February 2022 on section 1 of this routine, and then section 1 and 2, and then on the 21st of March 2022, when we came back to it again, we added section 3 on. So I'm about to show you sections 1, 2 and 3 all together to give you the whole routine as a little short summary. And if you're finding this a bit too quick, like I say, this is just a recap, this is just to help people with their memory, it's not the full class. So let me make a little start. I'm going to work from the right hand side of my space, but I'm going to look to my left hand wall. Guys, when I'm teaching in the classes, it's online, it's just a little bit easier for people to see me going across the screen than to see me going from front to back, because then you're looking at the back of your room. So I work my routines a little bit more from left to right. Firstly, because it's easier with the camera, and secondly, with the length of my room, I actually don't have much space before I go off camera and you can't see my feet front to back. So I have longer width-wise and shorter here, okay? That's why. So let's make a little start. 1 natural turn, right foot, and I'm going to give it 180 degrees. 1, 2, 3. I'm then going to finish it the second half, and I should have gone all the way across my space. Okay, so a natural turn, the 2 bars. I'm then going to run backwards with an open change, which would be a very long step. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so no closed change in the middle, just running backwards. We then did 4 little checks. Check, 2, 3, and 4, which now should see us free up the left foot. So I'm going to do left or anti-clockwise or reverse rotation. Let's do 1 pair. 1, 2, 3. Remember to cross Viennese Waltz when we're in anti-clockwise or reverse rotation. Whoever is taking a forwards on the left into the basic needs to cross, and then back and together. Run backwards, left, right, left. 4 little checks. Check in, check in, check in, and check in. Okay? So section 1 is the natural turn, run backwards, 4 checks, doing all the same on the left foot with the reverse rotation, over to the other side, run backwards, and 4 little checks again. That was section 1. Section 2, we looked at natural turns and reverse turns, and because it was the first time we were doing Viennese Waltz in depth, I wanted to increase our ability to rotate around the room more times, multiple times. So one of the most challenging things with the Viennese Waltz is getting students to be able to rotate multiple times in the room, okay? So whilst the steps on their own aren't that difficult, we've done a lot of waltz, we know how to do our closed changes, reverse and natural, and that shouldn't be too challenging, but then you speed that up and do it multiple times, it becomes a lot more challenging. So we did 4, so 4 pairs or 4 natural turns as such. I said to under-rotate the 8th one. We'd take the rotation down in the 8th. So I went 1, 2, around my small ballroom, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, under-rotate the 8th, it's almost straight backwards. I then went with reverse rotation for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. finishing in my little cross. Okay, so that is literally natural rotation for 8 bars, reverse rotation for 8 bars, slightly underturning the 8th bar on each one to help you at the end. Okay, so that was section 2. Now, at the end of section 2, just so that we could have a moment to collect our thoughts, we just put a little whisk step in. I'm going to face the front. I literally was just doing a little whisk, whisk, and whisk, and whisk. 2 more. We did it 6 times. Okay? And the practicalities of dancing in our living room, we used this to reposition ourselves in our dance space to set ourselves up for section 3. So no matter where you ended after your natural and reverse turns, your 8 and 8, doesn't matter where you were facing, you were going to do your whisks, whisks, slight rotation, maybe, and you were going to position yourself to the left-hand wall, okay? So that when we do the next move, we head across towards the right and you could see everything, or I could be seen across the screen. So even if I just finished my reverse turns and I was here, I would be whisking backwards, slightly rotating, okay? Now, if you happen to finish your reverse turns facing that direction, you don't have to keep rotation. You can do your whisks, but with a little forwards motion, okay? But this is a bridging step, a little bridging step to set us up for the next part, okay? So, that in mind, here I am on this side. I'm going to be starting here with my back foot on my right, and I'm going to be doing 1, 2 together. So it's one part of a reverse turn. I'm going to do the forwards and cross on the left, but I'm going to under-rotate this. So instead of doing 180, I'm only going to do 3/4 of that. Sorry, the maths just went there. Oh my goodness. About 130 to 150, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to be facing 1 and then here. Okay, so I'm imagining my partner's actually at the curtains. So I'm going back, together, forwards and cross. Okay, so I was here. I then had a little 3-step turn. This would be an inside turn. Okay, so this would be right, swing over left, and then right. Okay, little travelling turn. I finished in that cross. Open, open, open. I then continued to pivot into a little spiral step, and I said, remember, this is like what we do in the rumba. Although we're on waltz time and we're doing this in Viennese Waltz, it is very similar to the rumba, okay? So, I've got the legs wrapped up, I pushed through with the toe onto a heel, collected into the knee, and a small ronde around, okay? That whole section from here, one part of the reverse turn. 1, 2. 3 steps for the first inside turn. 1, 2, 3. Spiral around, and then ronde in. Now I said to you, you could do 2 things. You could do the spiral for 1, 2, 3, and then the ronde for 1, 2, 3, and it's beautiful and slow. Or you could speed it up and do the spiral on the 1, do the ronde on the 2, 3, and do it over the 1 bar. So I'll show you the options. Inside turn, 1, 2, 3. Spiral on 1, out on 2, pivot for the ronde on 3, or do it really lovely and slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember it's Viennese Waltz, so once we do it with music, it wouldn't actually be that slow. Guys, I'm going to dance the whole thing from the very, very beginning and call out as much as I can for you. Here we go, right hand, natural rotation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, check, 2, 3, check, 2, 3, check, 2, 3, check, 2, 3. Forwards on the left, reverse rotation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, check, 2, 3, check, 2, 3, check, 2, 3, check, 2, 3. 8 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Whisk, 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 whisk. Back 2, 3, cross 2, 3, pivot 2, 3, spiral 2, 3, ronde 2, 3. Guys, there we go. Very short summary for you of our Viennese Waltz in our Improvers Solo Ballroom. Guys, remember with this solo work, I am helping us to connect American smooth with international. So because we're dancing on our own, it doesn't matter if we combine the styles. So the open moves are coming from our American smooth Viennese Waltz, and a lot of our closed moves, they come from our international waltz. So mine is a blend of both for our solo work. It makes it a little bit more interesting when we're dancing on our own, and the key part about dancing on our own is that we enjoy the music and that we have fun and we have a little bit of exercise and it feels beautiful and flowing. So we don't have to stick rigidly to one syllabus or another. Guys, thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Please keep practicing. Bye.